Hello, collective. Welcome back to another reading. I wasn't gonna do a reading today. I'm gonna be honest. I woke up today and I was like, no, I'm not doing one. But a, a storm kicked in. A very intriguing storm. It instantly made me think of divine anger. And I started walking here back to the apartment to do this reading. There's something about this storm. It does not feel normal. It feels almost divinely instructed. So yeah. Um so let's jump in and let's see what's going on. I hope you all have been having a beautiful day, relaxing, being happy. Why don't you all want to come out? Is there any cards in here that don't want to leave? Okay. Okay. But I hope you guys are doing good, feeling blessed, highly favored. Oh, wow. Okay. I also got... Before I jump into the cards, I just got reminded of something else about this storm. It feels like I just keep hearing the words vortex and phantom. I don't know if it's like a phantom vortex. You might be switching timelines right now. Especially like I just feel like there's a timeline shift happening right now. You're meeting up with an alternate version of yourself. And that's so funny because I had a dream yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about one of the. Well, actually, no, I'll talk about the whole thing. I shouldn't I? So I first went to sleep, and I was in a parallel universe. But in this parallel universe, I was my higher self, and I was watching myself, and I was in this same apartment that yeah. And my bed was in front of the door to enter the apartment. And I was laying there and I was watching a tarot video from Intuitive Goddess, and she was explaining how there's a gunman on the loose and how are you here? There's just a random ant on my cards. I don't know how you got here, child, but I'll let you chill, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it might have just from my backpack probably, but she started saying, move your bed away from the door because they're gonna shoot directly in the middle and spray. And I didn't know what that meant, but at that time, in that dream, I got myself up and I started walking. And when I started to walk, I ended up in my birth home. Not my birth home, but my childhood home, I should say. And I got in the bed that my dad, in my dad's old room, and I slept in there. And I had a self-realization moment. I was like, wait a minute, I'm in my dad's room. And at that point, like I just felt safe. I woke up in like a pod, like a cocoon almost. But it was being charged by, I'm hearing photons, but it was a certain type of energy. I don't even think we've well, when I say we, okay, well, let me clarify. I don't know how else to describe this, but there is a form of energy that Do I really want to expose? Am I going to talk about this? There's some sort of energy that CERN has found when they opened the portal last. And they're trying to figure out what it is and how to use it. But this same energy that they found was in these canisters to charge up this pod, and this pod was allowing my celestial self project its consciousness into this alternate dimensions version of myself, while also being conscious of this dimension. It's very hard to explain, but that's what it's coming through as. And I was sitting in there, and there was some other dude there, and he was like, yeah, the pod just ran out of juice. Go out, stretch your legs. I'll recharge this while you do your thing. And I did. And when I walked outside, that orange and purple dimension that I talked about, that's where I was again. Assuming that's just home base. But it was this big like cave, and I walked to the edge of this platform, and it kind of just dropped off into a bright orange sunset type thing. Not even really a sunset, just a void of orange just stretching out. And I was looking around, and there were like a bunch of blocks that you could jump across, and there was like a big X that was engraved on one of the stones. It wasn't glowing or anything. And I was sitting out there, and I was like, so this is it, huh? I was thinking like, this is where things, this is it. And it was like an energy of getting excited for something. So I started walking back through, and when I walked back in, it was all like cubes. It was like a big orange purple cubes just kind of slowly shifting and moving. And then it went into this cave, and there was a door with like some sort of seal on it, but it had like a bright blue gem in the middle, and it was just shining on the left side, obviously, because I'm doing it on the left side. It was on the left side. I walked back into this room, and it was just like a really dark room. The pod was about like, it was a pretty like small pod, I'm not gonna lie. It was just like, there wasn't anything like too fancy. It was almost like an undercover bunker type thing, because it wasn't like, the technology wasn't a lot, and it was in like a cramped room. There were wires all over the place. And I got back in the pod, and I was looking at the dude, and he looked at me, and he was like, can you believe that like tarot even is here? And I was like, yeah, it's kind of funny how like we are still using this tool. And like, just in this other dimension, they still very much used tarot. It was just talking about one video I remember distinctly. There was the title of it. Oh God. It said, I know we're living in the belly of a whale right now. Don't come at me, blub blub. I forgot who it was by. But it was talking about just how there's a universe, there's alternate universes in like inside of animals, inside of us and stuff like that, of that nature. It was really weird. Just going into like the micro and macro chasms of the world, and just how everything is truly just unique in that aspect. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying not to talk about it a lot, because I'm being stopped from saying too much about it. Some of you might be figuring this out as well on your journey. That's why I'm being told to stop. But I got back in the pod, and I woke up. The pod had a really interesting charging method. It had 6 batteries, but it would charge like, you know how the chargers usually go like this? They were like tubes like that big, like a normal, like your phone charger, how it's sideways and it depletes down. Well, this was like a really long container. It had like 6 batteries about that big, and it was like Tetris. It would fill up one row like this, and then another row like that, and another row like that, and another row like that, and just slot down. And it took about like 5 or so of the containers of this matter to charge up this thing again. And he looked at me. The pod was actually very comfy. It had like a blanket, a pillow, like soft interior. It had like a cello frame, is what I'm hearing. Cello frame. But it had like a glass top that you could see through. It was like a screen, but also like see through as well. And I laid back in it, and he looked at me and said, "You good?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm perfectly fine." And he clicked it back on. I woke up. And then that's the dream, though. That's what I needed to tell you all. So you could be your alternate version. An alternate version of you could be trying to talk to you through this reading, or trying to talk to you in general. I don't know. I feel like, because when I woke up, I felt like that alternate version of me was on a higher timeline. I'm really hearing the word teleportation right now. But I feel like you're about to shift to your highest timeline, because we also have the Two of Wands and the Fool here, and he's literally holding a globe. And the pyramid is very significant. You know about pyramids. It has the donkey symbolisms, Pinocchio as well. You're about to become you're stepping out of this what is that called, Spirit? Remind me again. Imposter syndrome. You're leaving this imposter syndrome. Thank you, Spirit. And you're finding yourself again. You're going to realize that you never lied to yourself. There is an energy of like hold on, give me a second. My whole thing's flipping out right now. But there's like, you're going to be finding out just how true you were. Something that you might have even had visions of this day. And we have judgment with the world. This could literally be just like, again, like Judgment Day is here for a lot of people. Is how I feel, especially with it. It's really transitioning like that too, because we have the world, just 20 and then 21. With the world, there's like you're progressing, you're leveling up. There's a whole thing happening here. But the Fool to Judgment, you're on your path. You're on your right path. You could even be entering like a whole new like world, in the sense of like dimensionally. Like you might just get zipped into a new dimension. Like leave this world and then go to a new one. But it's like your consciousness, your soul is doing it. Some of you may have done this before. Some of you may have felt what this feels like. This is very interesting. We have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Star. Oh my God. No, this is just a beautiful reading. There is nothing but good coming. Yeah, this is crazy. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry about that. We also paused on 1414. That could be your angel number for this reading. Or 10, and that's just one. But either way, there's 10 of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Star. There's like an actual dream. You're about to be transported to your dream, or you're about to fully wake up and know like just who you are. This is giving me the energy of like being an actual god or a deity. Some of you who are dead, Please take this only if it resonates for you. Like, you will know if it does. You will, if you have to think about it, it's not for you. I got to be honest with this one. This is something that you've known for a while. I heard experimentation backfire. Some of you, your souls are about to merge with some ancient energy. I'm talking about hitting your royalty. I'm talking about being who you were supposed to be. It's, I heard Cleopatra. I feel like a very blue art, like the Arcturians are here heavily. I'm feeling their blue electricity. The Assyrians are here. No, this is all beautiful. This is all beautiful. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, in the Hermit, with the Devil. I'm here, like, there's going to be some sort of hidden truths that are coming out. You're finding out more about who you are. The devil is all about the self. The devil can be about greed, and greed comes from self. It's like your ego, like something that you've been hiding about yourself is going to come out. Some sort of occult power, occult knowledge for some of you as well. You're going to come across it. And I don't even mean like, oh, I'm looking online, I'm going to find it. No, this is something that you're going to... And this is, I'm getting so many signs and synchronicities right now. It's like starting to hurt. Something's about to change your life in like the weirdest way, but it's good because I noticed that the Hermit is printed off. It's not centered, like the rest of them. You see, you see what I mean. I know you do, and I never noticed that till now, and I focused on that. Something that small might shift you into your new reality. I feel like that's just what happened. But there is a very powerful energy. This is unlike anything I've picked up before. I don't know how to explain it. This is like... Make sure to nurture yourself. I'm leaving it at that. I'm not sure how to explain this, but it's good. This is your hidden talents, your hidden gifts that you've had since you were a child are, I heard, fully upgraded and ready to go. Your DNA has been fully upgraded to where it needs to be for this next chapter. You're ready to go. Some of you might have to heal from some new memories from your childhood. And these will not be visual. These will be audible memories that you've had. Things that people said about you, or like random flashbacks. I just had one. What the fuck? Or like small flashbacks to things. Like, you were told that you did something as a child a lot, but you don't have any visual memory of it, but you are consciously aware of knowing that happened. You're going to get flashbacks of those things happening from your childhood. And that's going to help you fulfill yourself. And Happy Squirrel, the Ace of Cups, Happy Squirrel, this is going to help you fulfill your destiny. Some of you have been very sensitive since you were a child. I'm using the word sensitive. You know what I mean when I say that. Please, like, I don't have time to explain. I want to say this as openly as possible. But you have been so sensitive since you were a child. You are so attuned to this world. And it's really about, something's about to be given to you fully. There's someone coming into your life that's going to balance things out, and they're going to be giving to you. I keep looking at my I don't know if y'all have noticed the whole Anubis tattoo I have over my arm. I don't know if y'all have like noticed that at all or anything. And then there's the Mayotte feather. as well. But I keep staring at the my other. But yeah, it's just I've had that forever. But I keep staring at it a lot. Like I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the God honest truth. Some of you may be getting more accustomed to your gifts, becoming more accustomed to speaking about what's going on, more accustomed to just being able to digest this type of energy as well. But you're being given balance, you're being given your wings. Something about Olympus as well. We're going way back. Okay, hold on. Before we get any further on the tarot, because I was picking up on Olympus. I don't usually feel called to use it, and I don't really have any other ways to look at past life, but I'm gonna make sure these are all upright before I do anything. Because we're gonna go look at this. We're gonna go look at this. We have to. Like, I have to. What's going on with the spirit? The arts. Okay, I was feeling that too. This could be, again, like your arts or gifts. These are things that people tried to siphon from you. You could have been like a really good musician, had a lot of musical talent as a child. And you're going to be getting those gifts back. It's like a rebirth. It's an inner child rebirth. The whole energetic. Your gifts were never stolen. They were just pushed down. And you're able to get them back now. Is how this is coming. Spirit, what else is going on about this? What else is going on about this? Male, female, okay. And then you were opposite sex in the past life as well. If this message resonates with you, I'm also going to tell you this. Because for me, this is why I am the way I am. If you are trans, right? The reason you are trans is because something happened in the past life. And I've been picking up this for a while. I just don't talk about it much. I don't talk about a lot of things I pick up on because it's just, I don't want to deal with I don't care about backlash, but I just don't have time to explain what I know and what I've seen and what I've gone through. But for some of you, if you're trans, or you feel more comfortable in a certain energy, you feel more comfortable in a masculine or feminine energy, it's because in the past life you weren't able to fully express who you were with that energy. It has nothing to do with this, like for you in particular, not for others, but for you. Listen up, okay? Pay attention. Hear, understand, overstand this. I'm telling you, okay? I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm just telling you what I know from my personal experience and from what my guides have told me and just what I pick up on a daily basis, okay? If you are trans, like male to female or female to male, okay, that's because in a past life you were the opposite. You were the gender that you chose to be. You didn't get to experience the life that you wanted. There is something about that energy that needed to be mastered. You are both you are your counterpart. You had to become your counterpart for a minute. That doesn't mean you have to detransition. I'm not saying that either. Please just pay attention. But there's something about you not receiving love or receiving the care from that other energy. And the divine needed you to step into the energy of one. And that energy got to be a little too toxic. Like if you were a masculine and then you transitioned to female, your masculine energy was too toxic in this lifetime at the start. So they had to I don't want to say it like this, but it's going to come out like this and just deal with it. I'm sorry, it's how it's coming. But the spirit and your ancestors had to almost put you through a humiliation ring to put you into your feminine energy so you can balance out your masculine. And that's not saying you being trans is humiliating. Not at all, baby. I'm just saying. And this doesn't even have to be trans. Maybe you're just a more masculine looking female or a more feminine looking male. It's because of that feature. It's like they needed to put you down a notch. You would have been too angsty on that one energy and you would have fucked up something about your spiritual mission. I'm telling you right now. We have galactic transportation and baby. You might not have died. For some of you, you might not have died. For some of you, your galactic family might have just put you on. You might have been just transported here as a, like you didn't die. You've been in, like it wasn't. You just weren't. You wanted to push Earth to the next level. You're a warrior, is what you are, but you wanted to push Earth to the next level, so you came down. Your galactic, like your angels, your galactic family has been with you, moving with you ever since you were a child as well. Some of you might even be able to look up certain constellations, and retain information of who you are from looking at those constellations or stars in general. Can we get one more card, Spirit? We got two. I was picking up Egypt as well. Yeah, so Egyptian ties, welcome in. The pyramids are very significant. I heard the Mayan pyramids as well. Do your research, especially if you don't know much about pyramids and how they really are connected. They're not just they're not tombs. The tombs on the pyramids are underneath the pyramid. Okay, if you don't know that, now you do. The pyramids are not. They're worshiping areas. They're sacred areas where you worship. You don't bury dead people in the pyramids. They're underneath. The tombs, they're tombs. It's like the catacombs. It's in, but we're getting a little bit too deep. I don't want to dig into that just now. Let me look at. Give me one more card. What's this imprisonment? Some of you may have been around with Ratah and doing a lot of healing work in that time. Where we got to, imprisonment, lessons and blessings, high priest or priestess. Yeah, you served your time. I'm feeling biblical as well, and I don't know if biblical is going to show itself up at all. No, that's okay. Because I was about to say you're about to leave your Egypt era, but you've learned what you've gone through was definitely in your past life. You are a high priest or priestess. You have learned your lessons. You need to prepare for blessings. It's time. You're free. You were in this could even be, oh my God, for some of you, this energy that's been following you for lifetimes and lifetimes might have been a slave master of yours. If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you this too, and you can't get mad at me. I've always said this, and people look at me like I'm the dumbest person in the world, but do your fucking research. I'm not mad. God, bro. It's so weird because not a lot of people know about this, but we all come from black roots. You understand that, right? I want you to understand, we all come from a black woman, okay? Whether you want to believe that or not, I'm here just to tell you the God honest truth. Okay? And this could have been a slave master that has been following you for ages and ages and ages and ages to keep you trapped. Family members could have been your slave masters, like you're their souls. Your friends, family could have been slave masters. And they shown you signs. They shown you signs. Maybe they said slurs all the time, or if you were a certain race or nationality, you would just get shit on for being that way by these people in particular, the ones that you would call your friends. And the reason why is they wanted you to feel entrapped. They wanted those words to damage you, to hex you, basically. I'm being told to say this. I don't... Look. Do not take offense. Okay, I'm not here to be mean. I am not here to strike up any sort of old traumas. I'm just gonna say it. Don't hate me, mama. Okay, it's what we got to do. All right, because I need to say it. Okay, so just buckle down, prepared, like, breathe, because it's okay. Some of these people, especially if you are black, they tried to use the word nigger to hex you. That word means someone who is lazy and does not work. Okay? At its root core value, look it up. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it again. But they tried to hex you with that word to make you feel worthless. To keep you in a place so they could stereotype you. And Nine of Wands. This was a very rough trial that you had to go through, and we're talking about for years, child. And the reason I had to say the word, I'm just going to explain it because I just want to. It might help someone understand who and where this energy could also be coming from. Because when you cast spells, sometimes words can be triggers. Why do you think we have code names? Why do you think we have like agents that go by certain numbers and shit, and like sleeper codes? Because they trigger a memory, they trigger an action. Me saying that could have triggered a memory for someone to make them bust their case open even more. I'm not, again, like, anyway, there is a direction. They wanted, like, what's being revealed, this new information, what's being revealed is that people wanted you to be stuck between feeling like you're worth it and feeling like you're not. Feeling like you are outside of something, feeling like you were lacking something when you never were. It was always you. You were always chosen. Everyone knew it. Everyone. I mean everyone. I'm not even talking about your family. I'm talking about your teachers. With the Hierophant, all-knowing. Seriously. Everyone knew that you were the one. Everyone. Everyone. Teachers. Random people. And it like, think about it. Think about why people treat you a certain way. Think about why teachers and people did certain things to you. Why it seemed like you would get the worst, but no one would come to you or help you. Think about it. They knew who you were. They thought they were trying to stick one to you because they thought you knew, but you didn't know. Some of them knew that you didn't know, and they wanted to keep that train running. But they were trying to get one at you, but in actuality, they were just doing that to God. The battle is not of flesh, it's of spirit. Always has been, always will be. You didn't choose, you chose the vessel. You chose how it was going to go. And you chose when you were going to wake up. I'm feeling like rapture energy almost for some people out here. A lot of people had their eyes out for you, and they weren't happy that it's like, this could even be like people getting into relationships with you and then treating you lousy. The sad squirrels out here. But a lot of people didn't like you. A lot of people wanted to keep you away. They wanted to keep you in this imprisoned energy. Give me a second. Give me some entities for these people. Okay. Give me one more. Can we have a head honcho? Can we have a main one? Red card, please. One of the majors. Let's say, can we have one of the majors? No. Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. Okay, I do feel called to take you. Okay. They were trying to remove your dignity, you know. They wanted to remove your dignity heavily. We have Asmodeus also. They wanted you to be a whore, to slut out, to be loose, to not seem like you are worthy. See, God, see, they're out being lustful. They don't deserve to be a child of yours energy. Witch hunting you. Literally witch hunting you because of who you were. They wanted you to sin. They wanted you to die in sin. They wanted you to be just like them. Trying to mirror things onto you. They really wanted you to stay stuck in a really rough storm. And they wanted to steal what you had. They wanted to steal your crown. And they wanted to be able to just talk about you forever as the one, like the home wrecker, or the one that goes around and does shit. Yeah. Just to tell stories about you, all these rumors about you that these people told as well. They wanted to keep you asleep, keep you blind, so they could steal from you with these people. Give me one more, Spirit. Give me one more. That's more than one, but we'll take it. But you healed from this. You healed from it. It's, heals all diseases and disorders is what I'm picking up from this, by the way. But you healed this. You healed from being a people pleaser, from being a slave of your own demise. You healed from trying to find love from other people instead of just loving yourself. There's the big one. Thank you, Spirit. Because people just wanted you to be their servant, basically. Do what they say. When you do what I say, things work and things are easy. So they could burn you down. Baphomet. The exact opposite of a divine union. It's a corrupted, perverted union. They wanted you to be in your south node. They wanted to hide you in your south node. They knew all your triggers. Why do you think everyone treated you the same way? Everyone did the same shit to you for a reason. They wanted you to be seen in that way. All just to get rich quickly. To get their desires. For some of you, a lot of people have lust for you and they just want to, the fuck you and leave. and then get you in trouble. Like, oh, they're a home wrecker. They, I have a wife and 3 kids, and they had sex with me, and they came over to me and was asking me if I wanted to, and I just, I didn't, I wanted them to stop, so I just did it. Type energy. This is disgusting. And Spirit, what else is there? I'm going to shuffle 2 more times. Page of Swords. Get ready. This is all things that you might have known about. Things that you were trying to tell people about, but just didn't know how to. And you never really had to in the first place. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to have anyone understand. I got a notification on my phone as well. No confirmation. So Spirit, what's going on here? Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. There are good things coming your way. You have been deemed innocent. High Priestess. You're innocent. You're not guilty of anything. You didn't do anything wrong. All you tried to do is love people and show people the right way. That's what you chose to do. So pat yourself on the back. Just know that you didn't do anything bad. You're not in the wrong. You're in the right. You're in the right always. You didn't do anything to these people to hurt them. So what else is going on with collective energy? Because I feel like there's something in here that I'm not able to see fully. I feel it. The storm is lighted up too. Here. It stopped a lot. There's going to be a lot of people who are set back and not knowing how to move forward. And you're gonna see a lot of people just like on social media, oh, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. No, seriously, with the Knight of Swords reverse as well. They're going to be stuck. A lot of people are going to be stuck, and that's their judgment. There's going to be a message of a unionship that needs to be kept quiet with the Moon and the Hermit, because you're going to be moving forward in this new era. You're moving forward, but don't tell anyone your plans. Don't tell people what you want to do. Okay? Because you have a lot of people out here that just want to ruin it. That doesn't mean not to trust anyone, but use your intuition. Think before you do things. Not everyone's out here for your best intention, and you know that. But now you're able to scope them out easier. Because you're heading towards stability, and you're walking away from this old life. And you're walking away. And there's a King of Wands, King of Pentacles. There's I heard royalty manifesting you, wanting to come into you. And they're on their way. They're putting in the work. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Pentacles. Empress, Emperor. Someone wants to come towards you. Someone wants to, I feel like you've broke some sort of curse off of you. Like this curse is gone. This ancestral blockage is gone. You've done it. Confirmation with that click. I don't know if you heard it. I'm going to use the panther, see if anything wants to come out, because I felt like it needed to be. I felt like there was something in here. Death. Someone's wanting mercy for this ending. There's ending. People are going to be wanting help, wanting your mercy, wanting your aid, asking you, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I don't feel like you're going to be able to. A lot of you might. I don't know why I got that. Someone who's 19 years old could have got arrested. I don't know why that came through. Yeah. But who you are, your story, a lot of people are going to know your story. And how people got support from bribing people to keep you lonely and keeping you, and maybe making you homeless, and how they were okay with that. Your story is not going unheard. Okay? These people did this out of pride. These people bullied you out of pride and ego. And that's a lot of attention is going to be brought to that. A lot. They're going to say it was an accident. They didn't know. No, they knew. I just heard it's time to make a choice. Mm-hmm. People knew that your talents were going to get you somewhere. And they made vows to keep you from doing it. And now they're living in a nightmare because justice is here. You were promised your gifts, or someone promised to hide your gifts as well by doing rituals on you. And they're mad because you won. These are dumbasses. I have to get the energy out because it's poking me too much. These people are stupid. I don't know why I heard Walt Disney. We're keeping it at that. Y'all will know. They're scared that you have sweet dreams. They're scared of you having sweet dreams. They were in an illusion, trying to read your mind doing rituals. They thought they knew your next move. They don't know any of your moves. You changed. You're not who you are. You're not who you used to be. This is beautiful. Now these people are hesitant. They're worried. And they need help. These people are going to need help moving forward. They feel robbed of a promise that they made. The people. These people might want to compromise. Because you're ready for your internal love to come in. And things are happening for you on schedule. Because you live and you learn. You're going to get a house because you love yourself. There's some sort of stability coming in because you love yourself. And someone promised to expose these people with evidence. The divine God has promised to expose these people, and they're mad. They're mad. Someone could be having an accident that ends their whole being because they're stubborn and trapped, and they want to keep doing this to a sweetheart. Just stay calm. Just know that everything's good on your end. Mm-hmm. Someone was stuck in a fantasy world thinking that you were going to be codependent on them. Thinking about their memories. They're stopped. Their gifts have been stopped. They're losing things. There's a lot of conflict and illness going to these people. And that's just good news. It popped out. And that is your reading. I'm going to get the Gateway of Light activation, and then I'm going to get the angels. I'll just take the bottom in this split, honestly. Yeah, so we have Lumerian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace, Seraphim's gateways poking out, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support, and Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process, and Dharma. There aren't that. None of the cards when they come out, so take those if they only resonate with you. But I just felt like getting them. Angels come through. And angels are here. So we have the divine physician, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. You are protected, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. New beginnings. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Inner power, the Divine Father. Thank you, Divine Father, for co-creating my world with me. Spirit animal. Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Speak your truth with Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. Express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. Manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. Change and transition, Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. And transformation with Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. And thank you, angels, for being here. And thank you, collective, for being here as well. Thank you for all the support, likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I know this video had a different tone to it, but hey, what can you expect, you know? I hope this helped you, though. I hope it gave you the information that you needed, and just more insight on who you are a little bit. I love you all, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I will see you later.